Yeah, hi there. These comments, and I'm going to just use your initials MD, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And you completed my independent speaking practice test number 1. So let's take a look at what this task is. So it says, describe a place you visited as a child. What is your favorite memory while visiting this place? So you have 2 parts of the question. Describe the place and then talk about your favorite memory.
When I was a child, I visited Qingdao, a coastal city in China with my parents.
I like that grammar, a coastal city in China with my parents. You're using it in a positive after the beginning of your sentence. Very good grammar.
My favorite memory were the friendly people and beautiful beach. I remember the people who lived in Qingdao always smiled to us. They told us where places were interesting. We couldn't.
Let's go back to what you just said there.
Places were interesting. We always smiled to us. They told us where places were interesting.
I would say they told us which places were interesting, so I would use the word which there.
We couldn't have a perfect vacation without their help.
No, we wouldn't have had a perfect vacation without their help. You want to use what's called the hypothetical. You're talking about a past and possible condition, so again, we wouldn't have had a good vacation without their help.
The beach in the city was really beautiful. The golden sand was very warm and clean. We played soccer and volleyball with others. Afternoon, we napped and enjoyed the sunshine on the beach. Therefore, it was a perfect journey in my memory. That's all.
Okay. So on that one, now what I'm going to do is to give you a score now. So let me click on the rubrics for the independent speaking task here. So on this one, you remember you have the question, describe the place. I think you're very weak on your description. So you probably should have just focused on describing the beach first. That's it. Just talk about the beach. Talk about the sand, the water, the trees, buildings, people. Just focus all your description exactly on the beach. And then your favorite memory should also deal with some specific activity that you did on the beach. So you kind of answered the question, but not in a lot of detail. You tried to talk about too many different things, or even there were maybe different memories that you had when you're on your vacation. So I think you can probably more directly answer the question. So you have some weaknesses with your topic development. You can check out my speaking lesson number 2 and speaking lesson number 7. That'll give you some good tips on how to get a little more organized. You had some problems with language use, particularly with your complex sentence structures. So if you go to the grammar part of my course, study the grammar areas that talk about noun clauses, adjective clauses, and adverb clauses, and you'll learn a little bit more about how to use certain connectors in your speaking and your writing. With your pronunciation, I can understand most of what you're saying, which is good, but you want to work on varying your intonation more than you are. So if you go to pronunciation lessons 36 through 40, that'll give you some good tips on how you can vary your tone a little more than you are now. Your score here, I'm going to put you at 2.16 out of 4, or 17 points out of 30 on this particular practice test.